Jimmy Watkins was the last Appalachian State football player to score against Wake Forest. The former Mountaineers running back hopes to relinquish that distinction this weekend. "I hope to see a whole lot of touchdowns," Watkins chuckled. Appalachian State, 2-1, will play Wake Forest, 3-0, on Saturday for the first time in 16 years. The 3:30 kickoff will revitalize the old rivalry, which the Deacons lead, 14-7-1. Watkins will be somewhere on the home side at Kidd Brewer Stadium. He's made the trip back to Boone pretty regularly, and he's glad to see Wake Forest make the same trip now. In 2001, Watkins was a senior. He scored on an 11-yard play in the second quarter of the last App State-Wake game. It gave the Mountaineers a lead, and they were ahead by 4 points at halftime. Appalachian State eventually lost that game, 2010, after Wake Forest pinched down on the Mountaineers' rushing attack. App State had nearly 200 yards in the opening half, but Wake Forest punched in 2 quick scores, one with the help of a Mountaineers turnover, in the third quarter. "I didn't realize that we were the last team to play them," Watkins said. "We had won in 2000, and there was a lot of hype going into the game. Wake schemed a little different to take away several plays. Because we had several plays that were game busters, and they just slowed it down. That last matchup featured 2 of the most successful coaches of each program. Jerry Moore, Appalachian State coach for 24 seasons and winner of 200-plus games, led the Mountaineers to Winston-Salem to take on then first-year coach Jim Grobe. Grobe coached Wake Forest until 2013, and he tied the school mark for career wins, 77. Moore would shepherd Appalachian State to 3 consecutive football championship subdivision, then Division I AA, national titles from 2005 to 2007, but the Mountaineers were already becoming a power in 2001. They had lost in overtime to Montana in the national semifinals the year before, and they were on course to a quarterfinal berth in the 2001 season. Grobe said at the time that no coach around was better than Moore. And after inheriting a 2-win team, it made sense for the Deacons to get Appalachian State off the schedule for a while. "They were really good, and we were trying to win games to qualify to get to bowl games," said Grobe, who coached Wake Forest to an ACC championship in 2006. "I knew the game was of interest because the schools are so close, but they weren't just an FCS team, they were a championship FCS team. We were trying to build the program at Wake Forest, and the bottom line was we had to get 6 wins to be bowl eligible. It was a case where, if we lost it would hurt us trying to get bowl eligible, and if we did beat them it was, well, you are supposed to beat them because you are an ACC school." Moore, like Grobe, won his initial game of the series. Moore took the helm in 1989, and his team beat the Deacons, 15-10. "For us, as a new staff, that was our first real test," Moore said.